Born in Queensland in 1893, Jabez Abraham was the third son of Jabez and Elizabeth Abraham. Called Jay by his brother Eric and Jabez by his brother Godfrey, he was also referred to as Junior to differentiate him from his father. His father, Jabez Sr., was a diligent Defence Force officer and highly esteemed headmaster at Hemmant State School. He died suddenly, aged 50, in 1908, leaving Elizabeth to raise their 6 sons and 2 daughters alone on the family farm near Ipswich. 2 years later, the almost destitute Elizabeth married family friend George Henry Cook, a newly widowed father of 9, in a ceremony of mutual convenience. Soon afterwards, the newlyweds moved to Eumundi after George became headmaster of Eumundi State School. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, Jabez, now 17, was too old to live at home under his stepfather's roof. Instead, he went to live and work on a selection with older brother Gilbert and younger brother Leonard at Manuem Creek in Kingaroy. In this hard-working but carefree time of his life, Jabez was known to be the life and soul of the party. A man with a bright and happy disposition, he was an extrovert, described by his peers as one of the best and most admirable contract workers and one of the best and most dependable members of the local tennis and cricket clubs. However, the call for help at the front was too strong, and on 19th of August 1915, aged 22, single Jabez enlisted, following in the footsteps of his beloved brother Gilbert, who was already fighting overseas. Assigned to the 10th Reinforcement's 13th Battalion, Jabez immediately requested that 3 shillings of his daily pay be paid to Leonard. While we will never know the true reason for this, it seems likely that the brothers planned to continue farming in Kingaroy after the war. For Jabez, however, this wasn't to be. His war was short and terrible. History records that the 47th Battalion of the Australian Imperial Forces fought some of World War I's bloodiest battles. It was with these new brothers in arms on the 12th of August 1916 that Jabez received multiple gunshot wounds in the terrible shellfire of Pozières, France, during a costly and futile attack on Mackay Farm just 10 months after his embarkation. Although Jabez was rushed to the 3rd Casualty Clearing Station and subsequently to the St John's Ambulance Brigade at Étape, he died of tetanus following multiple shrapnel wounds at 4:15 p.m. on the 21st of August 1916. He was buried at Étape Military Cemetery, and his headstone, like that of his brother Cyril's, was inscribed, "God is love, and underneath are the everlasting arms," as requested by their mother, Elizabeth, who sent 5 sons and 3 stepsons to World War I. 3 of them, Herbert Cook, Cyril Abraham, and Jabez Abraham, died overseas. Gone but not forgotten, the Kingaroy Herald eulogised his passing, saying, "Our little community can ill spare the like of Jabez Abraham. We mourn his loss and greatly appreciate the sacrifice he has made for us all." Without a grave for the living to mourn, Jabez was commemorated with a memorial tree outside the CWA Hall on Memorial Drive.